Are we live? I missed the countdown. Oh, well, hi, how you doing? Daniel Moore. Welcome back to Global Trading Software YouTube channel for the morning session. Sorry, the no countdown caught me completely off guard. We're just going to go with it, okay? Hey, if this is your first time here, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm your host, Daniel Moore. We're going to dive right in to this. Oh, the countdown. I was like, I've got 30 seconds left. I'm waiting here. Okay. All right. So this is the trade that I took yesterday. Um, there's the 6 star right there. Right. It finished up down here. This is on the 1 minute. Finished up down here. Entry point. Took a little bit of heat, but then it turned right around. And what gave me I'm okay with taking this heat right here is it had broken down below this support level right here. And I mean, yes, it was going, it had retraced just a little bit, lower than average volume on the candles. And then all of a sudden it just started all the way down. Profit target was down here. It was worth $2,100. $2,100. I was trading 4 contracts on it. But look, I mean, it was up over $6.32. $6.32. It has not been over $6. How long has it been? I mean, let's just look and see how long it had been. Because I mean, I'm looking at a couple of different things going, man, it's overextended. It's look at this run up there. That is just a massive run up there. It's been a while. You know what? We're going to find out real quick. We're not going to waste anybody's time here. I'm going to find out. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. I know a lot of you probably traded the European session. Let me know how it's going so far. If you're using the XBRAT algo, let me know how your journey is going so far. And if I can help out in any way, I definitely will. All right, we're looking for the $6.30 up here. Nope. It's here back a year already, and it's not been maybe 2008 last time that it was up that high. But I knew that it had been a long time since it had been up that high. So, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to go off of up there. So I knew it wasn't going to sustain that run. This is 2018, 2019. So I knew that it was going to turn around and come back down. So once it started to come back down, waiting for the 6-star. Waiting for the 6-star break of support. Boom. Done. All right. So before we get too deep into this, what you're going to look at today is the XBRAT algo. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm just a user. I just use this. I use the stuff. Okay. I didn't make the stuff. I don't have any idea like how the intricacies of how it works or anything like that. I'm literally, and you hear the chaos in the background, I'm literally a father that just trades, you know what I mean? Like I get up in the morning and make the kids breakfast and whatnot. Like I don't have any knowledge of how this stuff works internally. All right, so look here, real quick here. There's a 6-star here. I was waiting on a break. Make sure you wait for the break and close below like this right here. I usually take 10 points, set that 10 points right there. Wait on it to go down. All right, entry on this was 14,838. 14,838 on the entry for this. I take 4 contracts, right? Profit target's 10 points. It broke down below. Oh, you can't see this. I'll use my mouse instead. Broke down below this support right here. And we're waiting on it to hit our profit target. Oh, what happened? Towel. Nothing? Oh, what happened? There you go. There you go. All right. So this is kind of a good example of what it is that you're looking for here, right? Now, in a perfect world, what your stop loss is twofold. Okay. The easiest way to do this is to take your stop loss and put it above the EMA cloud, which is right here at 860. Okay. So you can take it and bring it up here. 860, 50 is actually where your stop loss would go. Now, this kind of adjusts your risk reward, right? Definitely adjust your risk reward based on. I have a cat in my hand. Based on where the cloud is in comparison to current price, right? So, excuse me, getting over a little cold from over the weekend. So I mean, and you're just kind of hanging tight. So it's all right. Let's look at it right now. Okay, I mean, $1,800 potential loss on this, and again, this really kind of falls into where you're comfortable, like what you're comfortable with. Boom, boom, hit that 10 points. You have to look at them personally. Okay, you look at the manager. This thing right here is nice, strong, red downwards movement. Okay. Nice, strong, red downwards movement. That it's not coming back closer together right here, telling you, hey, watch out now. Might be time to get out. Right. We're looking for that continued smooth downward movement. EMA cloud, smooth downward movement. Red divergence from the divergence cloud coming in right here. Then you have this break of support. That break of support confirms to me that it is headed in that direction and it's got some momentum behind it, right? Because look, it bounce, and then break. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for right there. So your risk management strategy, the way that this system works is if you using the manager, right? Use the manager. Wait for it to cross back over to hop out, right? You got different settings on it. After a parabolic move like this one right here, like let's say we had a 6-star right here, you get in and boom, after a parabolic move like that, you come up here and you switch it from moderate to aggressive, okay? Because on that aggressive, it's going to tell you to get out sooner than on moderate, okay? So after a parabolic move, switch to aggressive, and it's going to maximize your profits, okay? When you're kind of doing this right here, you got it on moderate because you want to give it a little bit of room to breathe, right? You want to give it some room to move, right? So I mean, let it do its thing, right? And that was from when was it? Couple of days, a couple of sessions ago, I think 2 sessions ago on the channel, there's a perfect example of a morning session that it sounds like there is a 18-wheeler driving through my living room right now. Perfect example of the manager showing, hey, stay in the trade. And I took some heat on that trade. I'm telling you, I was sweating bullets, but I listened to the manager and ended up coming out on top, right? So it just depends on how much you're able to risk, your account size, and what your overall goal is, right? How many contracts do you have in? If you have a smaller account, it's going to be easier to manage that risk based on. Hey, please don't do that. That's better. It's going to be easier to manage that risk, because one contract is not going to bust your entire account. If you get 10 points down, you're looking at $200 on the NQ, right? All right, so and we hit that profit target, boom, and that's why I set a profit target right there. That right there. I mean, turn around and bounce back up, but that's why I do it personally. I learned my lesson early on, and as a matter of fact, I think one of the first videos, the first live sessions I did, you can actually watch me have the opportunity to take $800, $850, $900 a few times on the NASDAQ during the opening candle. And I didn't take it. I had a profit target set, and I was like, I'm just going to move that up. I moved my profit target and it never hit my profit target and ended up losing a ton. So I learned set profit targets, take the money when it's there, and you look for the next trade. Because if you think about it, if the movement, yes, the movement this way was nice and strong, right? And this could be a low volume pullback, right? So you got the 6-star here. You got a couple higher than average volume candles right here, but they're all doji, right? They're indecisive candles. So you're looking finally for the spill down, higher than average, higher than average, higher than average, lower than average pullback, lower than average pullback. We have a higher than average right here, rejecting off of this now. Drink. Aubrey, we get a drink real quick, please. We have this candle right here that is a higher than average volume candle, looking to see if it's a one hit wonder or not. And that's where the manager comes in, because if you did not have the manager, you would see that one candle right there and go, I'm out. Boom, I'm done. I'm not gonna do that. Are you kidding me? It's fixing to reverse. But I mean, this is telling you right here that it's a one candle right here that's higher than average volume rejection. Now it's lower than average. Now we're doji. Let's see what happens with this candle right here. But all the while, the manager is red, telling you, hey, just hang tight, just relax. So if you're still in this trade, as of right now, you're good. You are good. There's no reason to worry about this trade. Okay. So all right. Let me go over, and this is on the NQ. This is pre-market. There's some pretty decent movement pre-market. Let me oops. Oh, there we go. All right. Let me look. I did not look this morning. A little hectic this morning. Did not look to see if there was any news. Let me adjust here. I'm watching the charts out of the corner of my eye here. Boom. Select all. Boom. 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 All right. Looks like Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it is Wednesday. Pending home sales. FOMC member Harker speaks. Pending home sales at 10. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. Heating oil. Fed Chair Powell speaks at 11:45. FOMC at 2, and then FOMC member speaks at 5 o'clock this afternoon. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing on the docket for the day. So keeping that in mind, usually when anybody from the FOMC starts to talk, some crazy stuff goes down. I don't know what their overall goal is. Maybe keep it from crashing or whatever. I don't know, but who has that crystal ball, right? All right, kids got to go to the bus. Let me open the door. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave this pretty chart up for you. Just give me just 1 second, okay? Boom. We are 2 cheerings down. All right, so let's look at this manager. Okay, now if you're looking at your risk management, right? So 6-star. Now the way that this works, the way that the rules say to do is at a minimum 6-star, right? 6-star candle, one tick below the 6-star candle, right here, right? So your entry, an aggressive entry is 60.75. 60.75 is your aggressive entry for this right here. But what I want you to do is I want you to look back this way. Okay, look back left. All right, you see that we're already lower than we have been over the last. I take that back. So I mean, you see, so you're 60.75, right? I mean, look at this, 60.75. Boom. We're gonna throw a guide right there so you can see what I'm talking about. Boom. Look at this. All right. It is. This is in the middle of a. This is in the middle of a resistance support area right here. Look at this. How many times has it hit off of this area and just gotten stuck? Quite a few times. Quite a few times, right? And that's what you're looking for. Okay. So you can tell that it's some sort of resistance zone. Okay. So when you're looking at, and this is what you do before you jump in the trade, right? This is why I waited until it broke the support. Oh, you need some? Need some? Okay. I guess we're gonna have goldfish for breakfast. All right. You need them in a bag? Okay. Well, how about I take? You want a bag? Okay. Go get me a bag. Go get me a bag. He's 2. He does not talk, but he's so smart. Anyway, so that's why I waited for the break of that support level right there to get in. Excuse me. All right. So coming back up into it. There we go. Coming back up into it right there. You're watching the manager, number one. You're watching the manager, or you have your stop set just above the top of the EMA cloud, which was at 50, 51, 51.50, I think so. 51.75. 51.75 would have been where your stop loss was. There you go. So thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so 51.75 is where your stop loss would have been. So it would have hit that stop loss, but also keep in mind that if you're taking this 6-star and you're already in the trade, and you're okay. Let's say your entry was 60.75 on it. Hey, what's going on? I have no. I don't. Welcome, sir. I would try to pronounce your name, but I feel like I would butcher it. So 60.75 is your entry right here. So you're looking at, what is that? 50.75. Our wick's okay above the EMA cloud. Seems like you need a close to invalidate the setup. Boom, Julie. Great question. Okay. Yes, that's kind of what I'm getting at right there. Now, if you're hunting for an entry, and so with this 6-star right here, let's say you get it at 670 or 60.75, right? 60.75, you're in the money. You're in the money right now, and you're listening to the manager. Manager says to stay in the trade, right? Even though it pierces above, that means there's no more entry, right? Your drink, where did it go? Where'd it go? That means there's not another entry to be taken on that 6-star. But if you're already in, where's it at? Where'd your drink go? But if you're already in that 6-star, you're listening to the manager, and even if it breaks above that EMA cloud, you're still good. Hang on. All right, he wanted his drink, but it was literally laying right by his leg. Anyway, so if you're already in the trade, you're listening to the manager. That's where the beauty of the manager comes in, right? Because you had a one candle higher than average, and then it left lower than average, lower than average, lower than average, lower than average, higher than average, lower 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 than average. So I mean, and now you see that we're trending back down below this support right here, right? So the manager is keeping you in the trade, all right, and that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, this manager is basically Paul in your computer with 20 years of experience, going, hey, look, I know you're sweating, right? Just wipe your brow off. I'll tell you when to get out. Okay. All right. Where's your video? Here, let me get your videos. Might have to listen to some Peppa Pig or something like that for a minute. Here we go. All right. Ooh, let me turn it down. I got you. Hang on. I got you. Oh, golly. All right. I get it. Oh, there we go. All right. Boom. There you go, sir. Hey, what's up, Alan? How you doing, sir? Hey, thanks, man. What's up, Isham? How you doing, sir? All right. So if you are in this trade already, you're still good. You're listening to the manager, right? You're on moderate setting, right? Giving it some room to breathe and flex and move. But you're waiting on the crossover. What's going on, man? How are you, sir? Thank you for coming in. I really don't want to butcher your name. Manjeet? I'm gonna go with that. I think so. Is that right? M-A? Yes. I'm gonna go with that. Let me know if I was close. I apologize if I was way far off. So I mean, the manager's telling you to stay in the trade, right? So we're hanging out. We're not going anywhere until this crosses over, right? Now, I will tell you one thing. If you got in at 60, 75 and you rode through all of this and you were up, quite a bit, actually, about 30-ish points, okay? You're still in the money. You're still in the money, right? It's still good. It's still good. Matter of fact, you're 20 points ish, give or take, into the money right now. So if this manager crosses over and tells you to get out, you're still taking 20 points on it. Like that is stellar. This is on the NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ 1 minute. But we're bouncing around below the support level. It's showing great signs of weakness, right? So, I mean, all you have to do is just be patient, right? If you're in this trade, listen to the manager, be patient, okay? Now, if you were like me, hey, hang on, they see you. Trust me, they see you. If you're like me and you waited for the break of this support right here, you took a little bit of heat. You did. You took a little bit of heat, about 10 points worth. About 15 points worth, right? 15 points worth. You took it. You took about 15 points worth of heat. So I mean, you're looking at what, $300 per contract worth of heat on that. So I mean, yeah, it was a little sweat fest there for a minute. But the manager's telling you to stay in the trade, so you're staying in the trade. If you're listening to the manager, if you're using the basic risk management strategy here, then your entry, I'm sorry, your stop loss, and it's coming down with the top of this EMA cloud, right? But if you were using the basic stop loss strategy, risk management strategy right here, then you did get stopped out at 52, right? But it minimized your losses. Right? And that's what this whole system is designed to do: maximize your profits and minimize your losses. Right? I mean, what other system does that? I honestly don't know, because I've tried a whole lot of different things, but I didn't really I never made any progress until I started using this system right here. And that's why I am the user showing other users what it can do. I mean, I don't get paid or anything like that. This is just me just doing this just because I can't believe how well this thing works, right? All right, so you're waiting on the crossover, still waiting on the crossover. Now, if let's say you're in the money and you're like, man, all right, I want to maximize the amount of money I take from this. You switch over to your aggressive, right? If you were switching over to your aggressive, now remember, hey, Skills, what's going on? What's up, Shane? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. So, all right, so this is the manager right here. All right, so the cool thing about this, hey, don't do that. I don't know what you just did. Don't push that button. Let's not push that button. What button you push? No. So the cool thing about this manager is it literally, it does, I've never seen a program that can predict the future before, but based on price action and a whole bunch of other things, the manager will actually tell you based on a greater probability than not that the price action is going to be in a certain location 4 candles in advance. Okay. So on your 1 minute, right? So let's see, you're crossed over right here on this candle. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3. It got you out right here based on this right here. Okay. Boom. There's your exit right there. Maximizing your profits. We'll go with, let's see, your exit was probably right about here. So, I mean, you're taking it at 34, right, on aggressive. So, and then you're hanging out like, all right, well, I'm just going to hang out on moderate right here. I mean, then you're still in the trade. That's how that goes. That's how that goes right there, okay? Let me show you guys my setup real quick before we get too deep into things here. I know the gold pit opened up about an hour ago. Had a 6-star sell. But we got sidetracked by this NASDAQ, by this NQ 6-star real quick. So the way that I have mine set up here is I've got a 1 minute, a 3 minute, a 5 minute, and a 12 minute for the NASDAQ. And then on the ES, it's 1, 3, 5, and 15. YM is, wow, on the dip. That's the 1 minute. The 1, 3, 5, 15. RTY same is 1, 3. Wait, no, there's 3. 1, 3, 5, 15. The gold, silver, platinum, and oil and natural gas is only 1, 3, and 5. 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. Where did it go? There it is. 1, 3, and 5. Okay, and the reason being is the opening ranges, opening range trades, and stuff like that you're going to see us take are done off of the first 5 minute candle on the gold, silver. Matter of fact, let's look at that real quick. Boom. Yep. So it was 8. It's the good. Here's your gold 5 minute. Oil showing a 6-star buy. Boom. Let's look and see here. But let's see. We've got bias is on the bullish side right here, but on the 3 minute and the 5 minute it is neutral. So, but a 6-star on any time frame is a valid 6-star, right? The one thing you do want to keep an eye on is this resistance level right here, 75.11. So keep that in mind as we watch. Keep an eye on this right here. Now, I am on sim today. Because I passed my eval for earned a trade yesterday. So we're simming, waiting on them to get me all set up and whatnot. So, but I'm going to treat it the same. Okay. I'm going to treat it the same. I'm not going to go bonkers and go, well, if you trade, 500 contracts on this, you can make this. No, we're keeping it real life here. So I'm waiting on a break of this resistance level right here to get into a trade on this 6-star. So we'll set an alert right here. Boom. You always want to make sure that you are maximizing the probabilities, okay? This system is designed to give you an 80% success rate, 80% win rate if you follow all of the rules of the strategy, okay? And that includes doing your part, which is looking left to make sure that you're not going long right into some sort of resistance or shorting right into some sort of support, all right? You have to do your job. So we're going to go here to the 5-minute, and we're going to zoom out, and we're going to see what we see here. All right. Wow, it went all the way up there yesterday, 76.80. So if you look left right here, looks like we're at the top of this problem range right here. Next area to be concerned about is going to be 75.30-ish, right around in here, 75.30, and then looking to, well, I mean, you're going to be running through the gauntlet right here between that and 75.50-ish to the break. So definitely watch yourself trading into that right there. However, that's why you have yourself a profit target set, right? You always, I learned like I said, I learned my lesson the hard way. I see you. Whoa. It was his birthday the other day, so he's got a 3-wheel scooter and a tow truck and some other stuff, so it might get a little crazy in here. So you want to, definitely make sure you look left. No, you don't need that. You got these right here. There you go. You don't want them? All right, well, I'm not going to give you any more of these. Platinum 6-star sell on the 5-minute. Let's see here. I'm going to turn these off since he's not watching them. We'll go from there. All right, so it looks like the NASDAQ's kind of flattened out a little bit. Now, granted, you got that FOMC person talking right now. You never want to take a trade if it's in the cloud right here, okay? So this 6-star came in on the 1-minute, right? And it's just kind of doing its thing, chop, 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 chop. But it's inside the cloud, okay? One of the rules is you don't take a trade while it's inside the cloud, okay? You wait for it to break out of the cloud, better entry point, stuff like that, okay? Let's see here. All right. So, real quick, like in a hurry. Great. Need any more? Your chopper? Helicopter. Choo-choo. Helicopter. Got it. Real quick. All right. So, if this is your first time on the channel, first time visiting us for the morning trading session, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We really, really enjoy having new folks here. Definitely take a look at the Discord. Join it. It's free, absolutely free. Nothing, no obligation whatsoever from you. Literally, just come hang out if you want to. If this system does not interest you, or maybe it interests you just a little bit. I mean, just come hang out regardless, okay? The Discord is, hey, what's going on, Adrian? Welcome, 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 sir. Welcome. We want you guys to stick around. We want you guys to be an engaged audience. We want you guys to to continue to come and just hang out. I mean, even if you trade your own style, or you don't like the way that this system works, we still want you guys to come hang out, right? So join the Discord. Mr. Damo is going to throw that link either in the chat right now, or you can find it in the link in the description of this video. If you see some cool stuff today, all of this stuff that I'm showing you can be found on globaltradingsoftware.com. The link to the website is also in the description of this video. Go there. They have stuff that will blow your mind, all the way to auto traders. They have auto traders like you have never seen before. You can trade the micro. She's at school, buddy. You need a diaper change? You change your diaper? I'll get right back to that. Give me just 1 second. He's starting daycare Monday. Boom. I'm back. Sorry. Dad duty calls, right? All right. All right. So real quick, back to the auto traders. Look. Here on Auto Trader for noon. Yes, the Auto Trader. Listen. Oh, Adrian, right on, man. Awesome. Super excited to have you here with us, man. Super excited. All right. So the Auto Traders are absolutely nuts. Okay. You could trade the ES, micro ES, NQ, micro NQ, oil, and micro oil. And it does it like it uses this entire system, right? So if you find yourself unable to stick to the rule set, but you still want to, maximize your money, we're talking 10, 15% on your money on the month, right? Like that is not a garbage lie. 10 to 15%. If you don't believe me, they have Auto Trader journals that you can actually read, and it'll go through all of the trades, wins, losses, the whole 9 yards. Boom, look at that. Break of that support level right there. If you're still in that trade, if you're listening to the manager, you are on fire right now. Look at it. Look at it. Just trust the system. Trust the system. Gosh, dog. And this is all still from the 6-star right here. If you were aggressive with your entry was 60, 75. 60, 75. You are almost 40 points up right now. 40 points up. If you are a little more on the conservative side, more on the sensible side, then you took your entry at a break and close below. So your entry is at 41.50. But that one doesn't sit down, remember? Oh, yeah, he does. He does sit down. There you go. Fit him in there. Fit him in there. Your break and close below. So at 41.50 was your entry, right? Now you took some heat. If your entry was at 41.50, you took about 14, 15 points worth of heat on this thing. But if you're listening to the manager and you're staying in the trade, waiting for it to go back down, you know that you got nothing to worry about, right? If you're listening to the manager, it is designed to maximize. Hey, stop. I can't do anything with it. Thank you. So it's designed to maximize your profits and minimize your losses, right? So it's not going to lead you in the wrong direction, right? It's not this whole system is not based on a bunch of guesses, right? It is based on multiple decision points that Paul himself has used over the years, over 20 years, in order to make him successful, right? So he's taken those same things and he has figured out how to put them into a system that allows it to be a consistently repeatable process for everyday traders to use and experience the same success that he has. So that's a win. That's awesome. So 12 points of decision just to make a 6-star, right? I say just to make a 6-star. That's a lot to make a 6-star, right? So if you're still in this trade right now, I would expect another breakdown here in just a little bit. I don't know what's going to go down at the open. I mean, then again, who does really? But I mean, if you're in the trade and you're comfortable, hey, relax, please, sir. It ain't going nowhere. If you're in the trade, I mean, see what happens, right? The manager's still telling you to stay in there. It's on moderate. It's hitting on this support area right here, right? I mean, it is beating this support area to death right now. What is it sticking on here? There it goes. Now it's breaking out through it right there. See here. Let's switch over to gold real quick. Gold on the 1 minute. Oh, here's a 1 minute. Yeah. Gold on the 1 minute. All right, so this is the support area that I had on the chart earlier. We actually broke down below that finally. For like the last week, it's been trading inside that. It just did. So, so it finally just broke down below that. Let's see, now it's bouncing off the top of it. But it broke down below that. When did it break down below that? Yesterday? Really? Oh, I did not. I took that one trade yesterday, and that was it. That was it. Maybe it's been a little while. I don't know. Maybe it's been a little while. All right, so we're going to hang out over here on the NQ. Look, see, it's still going. Look at that. Look at that. If you got the aggressive 5 and 6-star on the 1 minute, yes. There we go. 5 and 6-star right into support. Right, mind the support. Here is your break and close. Waiting for it to close. Boom. Waiting for the close below. Wait for the close below, right? Because if you're sitting here looking at this, going, all right, it just broke down below, and I'm going to take the trade. But it doesn't close below, and therefore open below. Look, there it is right there. Stop. All right, boom. 2 contracts, selling 1 or selling 2. Selling 2 contracts, entry at 54.50 on the ES. 54. Hey, they say hi. 50, they said hi. 54.50 on the ES, right? For this break below the support right here. Now it closed below the support, right? So it's showing some sort of momentum to the downside right here, okay? Now my entry at 54.50, my stop is going here. 39.75 is where the top of the cloud is. So 59.75 is where the cloud is. So 60 is where my stop is going to go, right? 60. So, and then we're just going to move it down. So if you look over here, I mean, 550 potential loss with $1,000 potential gain, right? So it's about a 1 to 2, 2 to 1 ratio right there. Okay. So switching back to the ES. Are you done? You hopping down? All right, there you go. Switching back over here, and we're just gonna watch it, right? We're just gonna watch it. Let's see what the NQ is doing. For those of you that are still in the NQ trade, right? Now we have our profit target set. I've got my profit target set. It's at 44.50. 44.50. 10 points. 10 points. Now maybe that's a little overzealous on the ES, right? But I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, right? I'm comfortable with 10 points, right? Now, as it comes down, as the EMA cloud comes down, you are taking your stop and dropping it with this, right? So therefore, I am now at a 475 potential loss to $1,000 gain, right? So eventually, it's going to get to a point where this is a risk-free trade following this strategy, right? They're following this system. What is that? Is that dog hair? Ew. It's a long dog hair. So following this strategy right here, eventually it's going to turn into a risk-free trade, which is, I mean, definitely ideal, right? I mean, because if you get to the point where it's not costing you anything to be in this trade, if you get to the point where it's not costing you anything to be in the trade, and you got the potential to make, $500, and the risk is nothing, why would you not do that? You know what I mean? So just continue to manage your risk here. 38.75. So going down to 59 here, right? 59. That should take us to 425. I'm sorry, 450 as potential loss, right? And we're just gonna hang with it, right? That's how you do this. That's how you manage your trade, right? Now you can listen to the manager. Manager is set to moderate. Boom. Manager is set to moderate. Manager says to stay in the trade. Now remember, we saw this on the NQ, okay? On the NQ, it took a little bit of heat. But the manager told you to stay in the trade. So you stayed in the trade, and now you're sitting very nicely, very comfortably up. Wow, if you got in at 60.75, wow, 37 points. 37 points. I don't know what you're looking for on a regular, say 1 contract, 2 contract trade, 4 contract trade. But I mean, that's for 4 contracts. That's $2,400 ish. Actually, it's more than $2,400. But I mean, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, right? So all that to say, there's nothing wrong with having a profit target, right? Matter of fact, Damien said it best. Nobody ever went broke by taking profit. That is a life lesson right here. Okay. All right. So, and if this is your first time using this system, I want you guys to use a simulator. Okay. Use a simulator to simulate these trades so that you can get the feel for what it is that you're looking at. All right, because just like any edge, any system that you decide to use, anything new that you want to try, you're gonna hit some bumps. You're gonna hit some problem areas. Boom. And the idea is to learn what it is that you're looking for before you start using your actual account, right? That way you're maximizing your probabilities, right? Because all this is all any edge is really just probabilities, right? It's giving you greater probability than not that you will experience success in this trade. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, wife texted me. So with this system and the way that it is designed, if you use it correctly, you're looking at an 80% probability that you will experience a successful trade if you're following the rules. If you follow the rules, you get 80% chance, which is better for you for indicators you use. All right, so I use a basic support and resistance that pops up, populates on there. That comes with Motive Wave. This is my trading platform, Motive Wave. Kind of keeps me. Oh, which time frame? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So let me back paddle. We got about 5 minutes till the open. Okay, just hold tight. If you're in this trade, hold tight. I'm in this trade. We're gonna come back to it. Don't go anywhere. Okay. All right. So in order for the XSpread algo to work on multiple time frames, you have to have it working on multiple time frames. Okay. So I have everything on each time frame, all the way up to the 15-minute time frame. I have the algo. I have the algo on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute. All different charts. I've got the EMA cloud on all of them. I got bias on all of them. I've got divergence on all of them. I've got the let's see here, what else? The manager. I've got the manager on all of them. Okay, because the stronger the signal, or the stronger signals are coming from, and that's why you have your stop loss set, right? Stop loss was set, boom, reversed, came up above the top of the EMA cloud, hit my stop. Okay, no problem. We didn't lose our account, right? We did not lose our account. As a matter of fact, we're still up $395 for the day. Okay, that's not a bad day. That's not oh my gosh, I'm doing terrible, right? So you want to make sure that you have it set up on all of your time frames. Dadgummit, hang on. Have it set up on all of your time frames so that you can experience the algo on the different time frames. Because if you get a trigger, if you get a signal on the 5 minute, right? The 5 minute is going to be a very strong signal, right? The higher the time frame, usually the more long lasting. The more long lasting, we could say, more dedicated, more the stronger the signal. Okay, on the time frames. Let me sit up a little bit. Sorry. There we go. All right. So on the 1 minute, the 1 minute has been known as the scalper's time frame, right? It's probably my favorite time frame because I have a 10-point target, and it shows me like a really close up view of what's going on. But all that to say, make sure that you have the algo working on your time on all different time frames. Okay, so that you got confirmation. So if you get a signal on the 1 minute, and then 2 minutes later you get a signal on the 3 minute, and then 2 minutes later you get a signal on the 5 minute, guess what? You took it on the 1 minute, and now it's popping up on the 5 minute that there's a 6-star buy or sell or whatever. you've got that confirmation that you're on the right track, that you're in a great trade, and then you use the manager to manage it, right? Because usually if it's on the 1 minute and then on the 3 minute and then on the 5 minute, it is moving. It's moving great. Got about 2 minutes, minute and 45 seconds until the open. Please keep in mind, I am trading on Sim today simply because I passed my evaluation yesterday, and I am waiting on them to get back with me. I thought it might be Friday before they got back with me, but it looks like it's going to be more like 4 or 5 business days, they said. So I'm going to switch everything over to my sim so that we can keep track of wins and losses today. And then, let's see here. Boom. All right, so real quick. Excuse me. All right, on the YM right here, look at this. You have this is the 15-minute time frame right here. 5-star, 6-star right here, right? Break down below this support level right here. Now there's a pretty good chunk on a 15-minute chart between here and here, right? But this is on the larger time frame. During the open, it really gives you a good direction of which way the market is going, especially if it's choppy. Okay, so that's the reason for having the higher time frames. And we will go over the opening range trade here in just a few minutes. We did not do that with oil today. We did not do that with gold today, although you can just about guarantee that the opening range is going to be between here and here on the oil. All right, we are live. Boom, we are on roll. Let's throw up this 12-minute NQ here. I do love the NQ. NQ is probably one of my favorite to trade, just because it's always so volatile. It is awesome. It is absolutely awesome. If you're in that 6-star trade, you're still happy. You're still happy, right? I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. It is a beast. Hey, no, leave it. Stop. What are you doing? No. It is an absolute beast, right? If you decided to stay in this trade, you're still good. I mean, literally, it would have to go all the way up to 60, 75, and by now, you're so far in the money right now. It is ridiculous. All right, now remember, this is just a 1 minute time frame. I like to watch the movement on the 1 minute time frame. I got you. There you go. I like to watch the movement on the 1 minute time frame because it kind of gives me like a warm and fuzzy almost. Like, the chop, all that stuff, that price action, because it's wreaking havoc. The price action wreaks havoc on the opening. It's awesome because right now everybody's like, "Oh my gosh!" Okay, got you. So picky. All right. Somebody somewhere is making some killer dough. It really is awesome. All right, but this right here, the 12-minute, it's going to give you a better indication of overall direction of that particular index. Just look at it. We'll pull up the 15-minute on these other ones right here. Now, these white lines are nothing more than support and resistance that I've mapped out already. Okay, so don't let those get to you or anything like that. It's just support and resistance. Show indicator line. There we go. Here's that first 15-minute candle right there. Then we'll switch over to the YM and do the same with the YM here. Here you go. RTY. RTY, got a nice spread on it right now. 5-star, 6-star into the open on the RTY. It's always good, right? Look, there it is right there. There's a price action right there. Headed down towards the support level right here. I mean, and the reason why you can tell it's support is, look, it's bounce, 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 broke, return, and then it's been just jiving around that area, over the top of that area. I mean, it's pretty significant area right there. So just keep that in mind. All right, breaking down. Now, you don't want to, the way that these opening range trades work, you don't want to take a trade on these indexes without a 6-star, or like, I mean, so you got a 6-star right here into the open, break down below the support. If you took that trade right there, I mean, okay, a little risky to do on the opening candle, but hey, whatever you want it, whatever. I mean, you're following the system. Okay. You're following the system, and currently you are up almost 4 whole points per contract. That's really, really good, right? I don't know what your take profit will be, your risk management, stuff like that for your account, but I mean, this is the RTY right here, and that's a nice it's a nice little ripper, right? All right, so let's switch back over to the NQ and see, we're back. I mean, we haven't broken back up here to where your initial buy-in was for the 6-star on the 1 minute, right? Y'all had to forgive the cough. I actually went and got tested for COVID, um, because I was absolutely sure that I had it on Friday. It was negative though. It was negative. Honestly, even if it was positive, I'd probably still be sitting right here doing this. What are you doing? Still bouncing around his first 12-minute candle here of the. Okay, my bad. Gosh, dog. First 12-minute candle here of the open. We are going to do the old opening range trade on these. Look, we're headed towards the bottom of these candles here. That's kind of telling me that, look at that. If you got inside, oh my gosh, I stand corrected. Look at that. Look at that. If you look, 5-star, 6-star, boom, break, man, you are, wow. Wow. That is one heck of a chunk. One heck of a chunk right there. As a precaution, I probably would have had a take profit right here just because of this support level down here. Hey, stop. Just because of that support level down there. Oh. Oh, man. All right, so look, this thing dipped down below the support level right here. So unless we see some pretty significant retracement back up into this level, it tested that level hard. It tested that level hard. Now, granted, it got bought back up. Still waiting for the first 15 minutes to finish out here. But, I mean, that's on a 15-minute time frame right there, following a 6-star. There was nothing nothing wrong with taking that trade right there. I would not have done that just because it's kind of I would feel like the risk was a little bit too great, given how easy a lot of these turn around and go the opposite direction, especially on the opening candle, right? I mean, yes, there's a 6-star there, but you have to do, what you can to maximize that 80%. And I mean, it could give you 99.9%, But that 0.01% is all human interaction, is all human human error, human input, right? So there's always that one element that's going to take away from those probabilities if you're not careful. All right, so opening range candle on the 12-minute. Actually, it's only been 8 minutes since the open. Trying to figure out this 12-minute here. Monster trade down with harmonic, 6-star, and the divergence cloud. Let's flip over to silver. Whoa. 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 Wow. Look at that 6-star. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I cannot believe that. That is absolutely bonkers. Look at that. That is ridiculous. All right, so your entry on this, boom, 185. 185 entry. It dipped down, it came back up, dipped down, came back up. Never actually broke back above 185. Well, yes, it did. It did 2 ticks. So for $200, 4 contracts, $200, right? But look at this dive. Boom. That is a game-changing amount right there. Look at that. But this is what I want to show you, like the 6-star right here. Boom, 6-star entry, 1 tick below the bottom of this 6-star. We are below support, local support right here. We are below local support. Looking left. It's clean. It's clean. It's clean back to here, right? So I would look for some problems in this area. But as far as some super support, once we break down below that 185 right there and stay below it, goodness gracious, sorry everybody. Once we break down below that level right there, we're good. I don't know what you want me to do. My hands up? No. So look, you got look at that divergence coming in. Wow, that is so stout. The manager's still telling you to stay in this trade right here. Okay. Real quick, we're going to slide back over to the NQ here. So pretty much the opening range for the NQ, boom here, boom here, right there, right? Now, this is the opening range for the NQ. In a nutshell, what you're waiting for is a break out the bottom or the top side, right? Sometimes all you get is literally a range all day long. All day long. Sometimes you get a breakout, sometimes you don't. All right, so we got some alerts coming in for oil. Excuse me. Let's check on the ES real quick. Coming up on that 15-minute time frame. Definitely bounced off the bottom right here. Let's look at it on the 1 minute here because, you know, remember we were in that trade on the 1 minute. Excuse me. In that trade on the 1 minute. Super choppy. Oh my gosh, look at that. We would have taken so much heat. Golly. That's what the risk management is for, right? Came up, stopped us out, boom, came down. I mean, it whipsaw a little bit here and there. We're on the bottom side of it now, but it's super choppy. Looking at it from that angle anyway. 5 minute looking pretty strong to the downside. The whole key is the 15-minute. Looking over to the YM. Got about 2 minutes left on these candles before we mark these opening ranges. The opening range on the NQ is not too terrible. I mean, it's 50 points. Like almost to the tick. 50 points. So, I mean, the way the opening range trade is supposed to be played is, let's say it breaks out the bottom. You set your stop above the upper part of the range to give it some room, right? So on one contract, you're risking $1,000. Now, granted, your average take is going to be 25 to 30 ticks on the opening range. Unless you get a 6-star follow through. Look at this breakdown. Let's wait for some confirmation close below here. All right, so we're looking for that. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're in entry 794.25. 794.25 on the opening range trade. This is not a 6-star trade. This is an opening range trade, right? So we broke out the bottom of the range, right? The first 12-minute candle, looking really, really strong to the downside here. Remember your take profit. Remember to have a profit target in mind. Now, let's see here. We got manager telling us that we're good. Wow, we almost hit the stop just there. Almost hit that stop just then. That was so close. You know, you got to give these things some room to run here. You really, really do. You got to give them some room to go here because these things will take off so fast. But at the same time, manage your risk because you don't want it to come back and just destroy your whole account, right? Just like that, right? I mean, we're still in the opening range here, okay? Now, if I would have taken the maybe shrunk my profit target up a little bit. We're talking. I think it hit max $500 on 4 contracts. Now, keep in mind, I trade 4 contracts. So, I mean, even still, we're still out the bottom side of it here. Boom. We're gonna follow the manager here. We're following the manager. I'm feeling really confident about this trade. Just because, I mean, it's the manager's pointing down. We got some serious downside momentum here. We're going to go down. We're going to check out the 15-minute here. I'm sorry, the 12-minute here. It keeps hitting. What is that hitting on? What is that hitting on? Right there. Nope. Let's slide left here. Look for the bottom somewhere down here. Definitely, if this keeps falling, look for the bottom. You see how many times it bounced off the bottom of this support right here. It finally found some solid support down here and then started to climb back up. Let's keep looking left here. You know what? Let's go up to. Let's just do this before I get y'all all dizzy and stuff. There we go. All right, so this is what it's bouncing off of right now. It's finding some rejection right around here. Like it rejected hard yesterday right here. Boom. But wow, I mean that's a pretty stout area right there. Now, if we break above All right, I'm cutting losses at 12. Boom. That was terrible. That was terrible. All right, so lesson learned right there. Okay, lesson learned. All right, set yourself a profit target on the opening range. Set yourself a profit target of 30 ticks. Right, so that would have been 15 points. Right, but judge the momentum. Right, judge the momentum and take a contract size that is not going to break the bank. All right, a really that was a really gutsy, stupid trade on my part. Break down below. I should have just taken the money. Now remember that this system, the whole system will do a whole lot for you, except do what you're supposed to do, right? Set targets, manage your risk, etc., etc. So, lesson learned, and that's been my problem for the longest time, right? But I definitely should have cut my losses on that one, and I did. I did cut my losses on that one. It was just a lot later than I should have. But the day is young. The day is young. The day is young. All right, now. We're not here for the opening range trades. We're here for the XBRAT algo, right? Now, see, everything's kind of turning around. And in and NASDAQ actually just pierced the top part of it, right? But this is another one of those things. Like some days you get good, solid trades, and then some days you get nothing but ranging. And as of right now, yes, it broke out the top part of the range, way better than the bottom part of the range. But as soon as this closes, wow, look at that. This is on the 1 minute. Okay. Well, probably would have been more beneficial to watch this on the 1 minute and seeing this right here. But hindsight's 2020, right? Hindsight is 2020. All right. Let's see where that silver trade is, and still slipping. Still slipping. Look at that. All right, that's good. That's good. This is a very, very big trade right here. I mean, you're talking $25 a tick for silver. That is a massive, massive amount. It doesn't take much time to make a whole lot of money, but it doesn't take much time to lose a whole lot of money either. So this is a 6-star on the 3 minute right there. Let's see if we got one on the 1 minute. We do from yesterday. Look at that. This is still valid. Actually, 5-star, 6-star. If you took the trade, listen to the manager, you're still in this trade. Making serious money. You are in the trade. Now, you took some heat on it, no doubt. And then you got, but that 3 minute, though, that 3 minute, you see, you got a 5 minute, 1 minute here. You do have that 6-star on the 1 minute from 7 o'clock too. So you get confirmation 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and I mean that's telling you you're in a really great trade. Let's see here. So 6-star never broke back above. Man, your entry on this joker was back down below the support level right there. See here, 270, so 265. Break at 265. Wow. I don't even know. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a long trade. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, we are really doing really great to the upside right now. Looks like we're headed for the 926 area, which is the high so far. Now, also remember, on the 1 minute, we have a 6-star buy. We need to break and close above this resistance area right here. Break and close. Break and close. Oh, okay. Break and close above that in order to have that confirmation that the movement is in the right direction. Okay. So we're hanging out. I got an alert set right here. We're going to keep cruising through, see what else we can see here. I'm not going to be dumb and try to take some stupid massive trade to recoup my losses. No, I'm going to take that as a very good learning lesson of what not to do again in the future. And instead of, and I should have done this. I should have known this. I should have known better. The opening range trade, yes, you're looking for a break below that certain area, but you definitely do not manage it on that time frame. You drop down to a lower time frame. Please don't make the same mistake that I did. Make sure that if you're doing an opening range trade, that you wait for the break on the larger time frame and then switch to a smaller time frame to manage that trade. Okay, that was on me. That was on me. My fault for losing that, and it all is, right? I mean, if you find yourself in a losing trade and you keep moving your stop loss, and you end up blowing your account. I mean, it wasn't the algorithm's fault. It was human input, right? Checking in from the beach. Hey, Paul, what's going on, my friend? Looking at this 6-star right here on the NQ, waiting for the close above. Let's see some commitment here on this 6-star. Breakout above the top of the range. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty strong, actually, to the upside for some sort of maybe some recovery from the last couple of days. How's the beach, sir? Now, see, this is why you want to give it just a minute. Let's see some commitment right here. This resistance area. I mean, this thing has played some. This thing has played some hell. Good deal. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. How many days are you? When do you come? You're back on. You're back next week. That's right. You're back next week. Yeah. All right, that's some pretty dadgum good commitment to the upside here. I tell you what, in light of that loss that I took, we're gonna lower our contract size here. See, we have gotcha. So you're back next Monday. All right, so yeah, we're breaking out close above. This is the second close above this area right here on the 6-star. Boom. We're gonna hop in with one. Hop in with one contract. Entry is 896.75. 896.75. Right here. Are those dogs enjoying their? Are the boys enjoying their beach getaway? So you're on. Now, have yourself a risk management stop set here. Now, technically, 826 is the bottom of this EMA cloud right here, or you listen to the manager. Depending on your account size, okay? Depending on your account size, what you're willing to risk, okay? So if you put your stop down here on one trade stop order, actually, let me turn that off real quick. If you set your trade down here, trade stop order right there, boom, you are, what is that? 96 to 27. That's a really large. It's really, really large. Yeah. So the break above this, support or resistance area right here is what I was waiting on. Yeah. So the break above break and close above this resistance area is what I'm waiting on. What I was waiting on. Okay. So keep in mind that you're definitely going to manage your risk here. Okay. Follow the manager. Let the manager kind of guide you through. The 6-star is definitely a strong 6-star. Okay, you got confirmation on that because you got another 6-star on the 3 minute right here. The 3 minute time frame, you've got another 6-star. Okay, so when you take a trade on the 3 minute, we take a 6-star on the 3 minute, and my stop on this is 500. Not going to lose any more than 500 on this one. Again, manage your risk properly. Okay, depends on what your account size is. It depends on what your risk tolerance is, because everybody has a daily limit that they cannot go above or below, right? So make sure that you're sticking to that whenever you are making these trades. Okay. What? What you need? What's nah? I don't know what that is. What is it? Go get it. I don't know what nah is. Go get it. What's nah? I don't know what nah is. Here. Go get it. No? Okay. All right. So yes, we're listening to the manager on this. We're gonna hang tight. We saw the 6-star right here. Now the manager is there to really kind of give you like this warm and fuzzy. I mean, hey, I can't say that I won't be going over whenever you start experiencing this actual money that's going to be made. Oh man. Now, all right. So look, here's another thing. Okay, you may have doubted this 6-star, right? Especially since you took 400 and some change worth of heat on it, right? Guess what? Remember what I said earlier about confirmations on higher time frames. You got a 6-star now on the 3 minute. You have a 6-star now on the 5 minute, right? You have a 6-star on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 5 minute. Boom. Like I said, you are in the right direction if you start getting that. So you got in. Okay, so you got in on the 1 minute, right? You got in on the 1 minute. That means you're getting in a little earlier, right? I mean, just do what you're supposed to do. Manage your risk, and you're going to be fine. All right, manage your risk. Know what your maximum is, and just manage it like that. Okay. But the fact that we got a 6-star on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 5 minute, that is extremely promising. Extremely promising. Do we have some news or something that I'm not aware of? What on earth? Do we have? Is there some news? No. Or no, not for the next 30 minutes. Crude oil is in 30 minutes. We're good. We're good. Follow the manager, people. Follow the manager. Nobody said it wasn't gonna be a little hot. Nobody said it wasn't gonna be a little hot. But if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right? Trading is not for the faint of heart. It really, really isn't. All right. Remember, we're up here towards the top of this range right here. We're up here towards the top of the highs. These are the overnight highs. 926, lows 759. Those came in. So here, what time did the low come in? I think it really just came in not too long ago, actually. Nope, it's been around for a minute. All right, so let's slip over here to oil. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so we're bouncing. We're hitting hitting this resistance right here. Remember, I told you guys that you're going to need to see a break above the 75.15 on the oil, because this is the high, right? It was struggling to do this around the right before the open. We came over here and looked at it. This is a pretty significant area right here. Okay, just make sure if you're looking at oil to trade, wait on a good signal. All right, this is the 15-minute. Wait on a good strong signal. This is why we didn't take this one on the 1 minute, because we needed to see a break and close above this this oil right here, or above this resistance right here at 715 or 75.15, right? And rightfully so. So make sure you're looking left. Make sure you're looking left. There is something significant right there that I missed right here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw this guide up, and I'm going to go find what it is that I missed. I missed something. What did I miss? Let's see here. What did I miss? You know, the best part, I guess, best or worst part about doing this live is you get to see my mistakes live. Absolutely live. You get to see the pain in my face live. All right. Let's see here. All right. Well, this is from, when was this? All right. Let's flip it over to the higher time frame here. Boom. I mean, we broke out the top of the range, so it's got some commitment to the upside here. We're just waiting for something over the. I mean, I would expect the next upper level of resistance to be closer to the top of the range, or to the top of the high, 926, and maybe just be some local resistance right in here, but obviously somebody thinks that it's not going to go much higher than where it is right now. But I mean, let's see. So we got a sell on the manager. Looks like, but we got a bullish bias here on the bias. Let's switch over here to the manager on the 1 minute here. Still showing buy. Still showing hold. Looks like we got some really strong downwards pressure though. Now remember, manage based on your own risk tolerance. Okay? Your risk tolerance is your risk tolerance. You know what you can risk on a trade. You know what you can lose on a trade. Don't break that rule that you have to set for yourself. Okay? It's okay to hop out of a trade. It is. Nobody's gonna call you a ninny baby for hopping out of a trade. It's not their money. It's your money. So, I mean, we're not a clique. We're not a clique. We're trying to be responsible traders, right? Which is why you have yourself a boom, boom, boom. Which is why you have yourself a risk management strategy set. That's why. And I've got mine. I've got mine on right now. And if it hits it, it hits it, and then we're done. But look at it. It's bouncing off of the top of this EMA cloud right now on the 1 minute. That is a very good sign, right? Because all right, so this is higher than average volume, right? It may hit my stop. But if it does, it does. I mean, let it hit your stop. Honor the fact that you have a stop there for a reason, okay? EMA cloud, hitting the top of it, bouncing off of it. There's a couple of different levels that it's got to get down through here to get to the stop or to the bottom of the EMA cloud. Looks like it's running out of juice on this downward movement here. However, it may end up hitting my stop, and if it does, that's fine. I can't express to you enough how okay it is for it to hit your stop. Okay, it is okay. It is okay for it to hit your stop, because you're never going to get into a trade without determining what it is that you're okay with losing, right? But you're also going to listen to the manager. That's what we're going to do. Yes, zooming in. Boom. Look at it. Looking pretty good. See, you got higher than average to the upside, but then you got a higher than average to the downside with a rejection, right, off of, let's see here. It's a high volume rejection right here is what this was. It was I would call this an attempt to bottom out, right? But it rejected. Then my entry is 896.75. 896.75 right here. Just below this area right there that I missed. That's on me. I missed that. That's why it's really important for you to look left. Look for your support, your resistance zones. Okay. Does that mean that this trade is not going to pan out? No. Does it mean it is going to pan out? No. What it means is that I made a mistake and didn't look far enough left to find that significant area first. You know what I mean? Too tight. Look at big wicks to the left, rejecting high short-term support. Now, yes, that's what we're looking at right there. So stops too tight. Look at 50 or 49.75. Below that right there. We got some momentum to the upside here. You got a couple of different things that you can do here. Okay. Personally, given the amount of heat that we've taken so far, I'm going to wait on a little more commitment to that upside before I add a contract. But I mean, it's looking really good. It's definitely looking promising. I mean, look at this. You got the EMA cloud still trending up. You have the manager still showing buy. Just like Paul says, give it room to breathe. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Don't let it spook you. The manager is there to really walk you through the trade. There's a lot of volume going through this thing right now. That is not a joke. There is a ton of volume going through this right now. In the morning session, when the European session and the U.S. session overlap to about 11 o'clock, that's usually like the most volatile time right there. So there's going to be a lot of price movement, okay? And keep in mind that they have that Powell is speaking. So here we've got crude oil inventories in 19 minutes, and then Fed Chair Powell speaks at 11:45 Eastern time, is what I'm showing on the schedule here. So you got some big news coming out in about 20 minutes ish. You want a Nutrient bar? Okay, hang on. Boom, 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 boom. 3 or 5 minute signals for 6-star. Yes, it does. Well, let's see here. Look at 3. Boom. Here. Right there on that 6-star entry right there. For that. So, I mean, yes. I mean, that 6-star right there with an entry to the right. I mean, that's above recent highs from 7 o'clock this morning. Look at the 5 minute real quick. That 6 stars is the same. The very next candle gave you an entry above recent highs as well. And by recent highs, we're talking really local highs. There you go. I got you. Yeah. See, there's some selling pressure coming out of somewhere. Here you go. So you've got. Nope, leave it there. Thank you, sir. Getting everything dirty. All right. This is a single contract trade too. So, I mean, looking at the one, need a stop limit order for extra contract. If news goes your way, it will rip through. Okay. But then again, I mean, we're coming up on, this is where you need, okay, so you need another buy above that recent high. This may be something that we need to talk about offline. It's really kind of hard to understand exactly what it is that you're saying here. Now we're approaching the bottom of this EMA cloud, bounce off the bottom. Stop is at the bottom, right? If it hits the stop, it hits the stop, right? I honestly do not have an explanation for the downwards movement. However, who does? Who does? I mean, nobody has a crystal ball, right? I mean, I think Paul and I have discussed this several times on this channel, that nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. The idea behind the XPRAT system is to give you a greater probability than not of about 80% of success. Yes, especially the fact that you're on the beach, sir. I think that would be hard for me too. So we were showing some rejection off the bottom of the EMA cloud here, right? So that should give you some confidence, right? Watching the manager closely here. I want you guys to see this, okay? We are currently in the cloud. We're watching this manager. If it crosses over before it breaks the bottom of this EMA cloud, you got one or two choices, okay? You either hold it and wait for it to break the bottom of the EMA cloud, or close it like the manager is telling you to do. You need some more drink? All right. Well, I hope this thing doesn't do anything crazy while I'm going to get a refill of his drink. I'll be right back. One moment. Uno momento. Yes, I am on moderate for the manager, sir. Boom. Day trading moderate. There we go. So this is definitely, I mean, look at it. But see, and this is why the manager is so beneficial. It really is. I mean, now we're not in the money yet, right? But it's keeping you in the trade. Now, granted, it's all based on your own risk tolerance. Okay. So keep that in mind as we continue through here. It's hanging out in this cloud, and this is on the 1 minute. What is this? Are we really that close here? Oh, I don't need that. Yeah, so this is on the 1 minute. We're trading inside the cloud on the 1 minute. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe waiting on Powell to speak or something like that. I don't really know, but we're just gonna hang tight, right? We're not. Our job is not to have the crystal ball, but to just trade the reaction, right? So I mean, we're looking at it's bouncing off of this. No? You want another one? This kid will pack some dadgum Nutri-Grain bars away. Should have bought stock in them. Lower than average volume. What else is going on here? Like as far as the rest of these indices here or indexes. Let's see here. It's trading in the cloud on the higher time frame too. So then, and this is in the cloud. The ES is in the cloud. YM's in the cloud. RTY bounced back up into the cloud. And this is the 15-minute time frame too. It is in the cloud on the 5-minute, on the upside, on the 1 minute and the 3 minute. What? Holy Moses! Look at that. Get down and get it. Here, let me hold this. Go pick that up. Look at this gold trade. That is absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane on that gold trade. Look at that. It is just crushingly. Look at this plummet. Wow. I have yet to figure out what affects gold, but that is unreal. Look at the 6-star right there. Never invalidated this thing. Well, I say never invalidated this thing. Never came back up and really took you out, right? So you're hanging out in this. Let me switch this manager to moderate. Nope, it never took you out, right? You're hanging in there. And now look at it go. Mama. Here, eat this. Oh, wow. That's impressive. And then that silver trade, what's that doing? Still going down. On that 6-star 1 minute, man, this thing has been falling for like 2 hours. That is unreal. What was the entry on that? 22,260. 22,260. Man, I've got to math that. ES should react up on theory. Gold dumps. Yep. Well, there's the 15-minute. Boom. Oh. So gold dumps, ES rolls up. Okay, that makes sense. So what's the NQ doing? Hey, it's following. Look at that. Boom, here we go. Now, making that run for the upside here. Now and this is where your decision came in right here. Like, okay, yes, it crossed and it told you to get out. Do you wait because it never did break the bottom of this EMA cloud? Matter of fact, it started setting up a support area right here. Do you wait and let it roll, or do you get out? That is a choice that you have to make individually. My goodness, look at this. We are back even. Whew. My gosh. That was close. I say that was close. That was a sweat fest. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that was not pleasant. But the fact that we have multiple things telling us to hang tight. Or please. We got multiple things telling us to hang tight in this trade. We're following through. We're hanging tight. You're going to turn into a Nutri-Grain bar, dude. There you go. Last one. All right. That's 3 Nutri-Grain bars today. God, we're done. All right. We're going to add one. We're going to add a contract here. So we are in for 2. 96.50, 896.50, 896.50 for the entry. Now this is a higher than average volume candle right here, average volume candle right here. I'm trying to keep you from falling out of the chair. Looking to see what is gonna happen next in this crazy market. Listen to Uncle Paul, Adrian. We're going to the moon. You know, you never know. Like, how close is the moon really? For me, it's 10 points. 10 points is the moon. But, it just depends. Like, this momentum to the upside, definitely unexpected, right? It could really carry through. But there's not really a way for us to know until we see some follow through, right? So, but always remember that this system is not designed by a bunch of rookies. Okay, it's not designed by me, right? This system is designed by Paul. He's got 20 years of experience in the markets. Okay, this thing the manager itself is designed so that it's Paul talking to you, telling you, hey man, stay in it. Hey man, hop out. Hey man, it's up to you. Where do you want to stay in? Hop out. Like we're getting really really close here, right? So listen to the manager. Let it guide you through these hectic trades. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This thing had me sweating. It really did. Yes, I'm simulating, but yes, it's also embarrassing whenever a trade's not going your way, especially when you're making a live video. Not fun. Not fun at all. However, it's real. This is real. This is not fake. This is not a recap or anything like that. I'm not using, fake strategies. Would be a better entry for second contract 909. All right, so up above the top of this. Boom. See here. Limit. I don't want to sell that. I haven't figured out how to set a buy order at a certain. What? I see you. I don't want you to fall out of the chair. So we'll set an alert there. 909. Better entry for second contract. Excuse me. Yeah. So every trading day is different, right? Every trading day is going to be different. So you have to be able to adapt, right? To the different, because news, it's going to react different. It's going to move differently. The price action. Okay. It everything affects this market so much differently. It's ridiculous, right? So the idea is not to figure out what makes it move, but to trade the reaction of the people after the news comes out, right? Unless you're already in a trade like I am currently. All right, let's see what happened to gold here. Gold's rebounding a little bit, not too much. Low volume on the pullback here, but that is just a massive, massive dump. Golly bum. Natural gas. Oh my. This is what did it for me yesterday. This thing pays really well. Really, look at that. Golly bum. Check out 5 minutes, see if there was a signal. Nope, no signal. 5 star, 6 star. That was about it. All right, back to the 1. Bottoming out right there. All right, oil, checking on oil. Still bebopping around up there. Did tip above to the 75.19, but nothing really super special. Platinum, 6 star sell. Look at that. That's really nice. So your entry on that 61.3 down to 39.0. That's pretty good. That's pretty good rundown. Silver on the rebound just a bit. Gold on the rebound just a bit. RTY is on the dip. YM, why are we still on the 15? Might be one of those range days. Might be. ES, ranging. NQ, ranging. We just got to be patient. You know, I mean, you got two choices. You can either be patient, listen to the system, let it walk you through, right? Always have your maximum loss. Like this is the max I'm willing to lose on this trade. Make sure you have that set, right? But give it some room to breathe, right? Give it some room to go because you are operating on a 6-star. You are operating on this 6-star. 6-star, boom, entry, boom. I mean, let it do its thing. Just because you get a 6-star doesn't mean that the very next candle is going to the moon. It could mean that all of the stars are aligned to send you to the moon. It's just going to take, a little bit for it to really get going, but everything is there to make this happen, right? So, I mean, this is definitely probably not my most awesomest video ever, but I'm not really here to entertain. Okay, I am here to make trades and build slides. Hang on just one second. Hang on. I'm coming. Hang on. Oh my gosh, bro. You stink so bad. Oh wow. All right, so was the data not on my side? I suppose data was not. All right, just going to hit the stop. Boom, hit the stop. I say it. Oh, wow. All right, then. So that was unexpected. All right, and this is a good lesson in trading data. Like, there's no way for you to know which way the data is going to go, right? So, and that's a risk that you take in trading data, right? It could really go against you. So it's a 50-50 shot, right? Give me just 1 second. Be right back. Oh, wow. Let's see here. And near break even before data. Get out or make it risk free is the safest option. I could not agree more. So I see you. Don't fall off the couch. All right. So that is this. This was data. This was data, no doubt. This was data. Let's see here. Let's look and see. Yeah, so it went into a bearish bias down here. So, I mean, from here on out, this guy won't be trading no data. No data for me. That was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Of course, you risk. Sometimes you lose, right? Understand that. Well, all I've got to say is I am thoroughly embarrassed. But hey, it's all good, right? It's all good. Learning experience for everybody. Are you going to put your shoes on? All right. Learning experiences for everyone. I just hope you're able to learn through my mistakes and not have to make your own to learn, okay? Because I can promise you I've made plenty. And I'm not done making mistakes. I will make mistakes. I will continue to make mistakes, unfortunately. One, because I am hard-headed. Yes, you're right. You cannot get a 100% win rate. It is impossible. However, with this system, an 80%, yes, indeed. Like if you go back and you watch the videos from last week, you will see that there was a consistent number of winning trades. Absolutely. Boom. Done. There was definitely a consistent number of winning trades. So that falls into the 80% win rate, right? Does probabilities say that if you get an 80% win rate, if you get 80%, it's going to be 80% first and then you're 20% after? No. You have no idea what order that 80% and that 20% are going to come in. You just got to take the trade, right? So it's, I mean, and that all comes up here, right? Overcoming some of those human emotions and taking those trades when you get the signal, you get the entry on the time frame. Take the trade. Take the trade. You have an 80% probability that it will end in a successful trade, right? You just have to make sure that you do your part, look left, find those zones that are going to be problematic, and then go for it. Absolutely go for it. Let's see here. Man, I am really all right. So this is the let me just show you right quick. Okay, this is the range for the ES. So you got 75. So you got a 25 point range for the ES. Is that right? No, there's the first 50. What is going on here? Boom. I'm sorry. Boom. Well, it's still just about 25 points. It's like 29 points. No, about 25. Is there 48, 30, 24 points? I don't know. My math is bad right now. We're just going to keep going. Okay. So there's the range, right? You saw it poke out the top. Now it's kind of coming down. This is on the 15-minute, right? So you can manage it on the lower time frame, but keep in mind that just like with the NQ, you're trading into data. There's nothing that says that you have to take any trades whatsoever until after that data comes out and a clearer direction is formed, right? So, I mean, it boils down to, again, I say it, your risk management, your risk tolerance, rather, your I see you, your goal, your profit target, stuff like that. Now, perfect example, the NQ trade on that opening range broke out the bottom. If I would have had a closer take profit on that first trade out of the NQ, I would have made money instead of lose money, right? So don't be greedy. Set realistic expectations, realistic profit targets, realistic stop losses. I see you. Be realistic about this, okay? Because if you are honest with yourself about what to expect, right? And every dadgum trade is not going to be a home run trade. Trust me, I've tried that already. Hey, when I first started doing this, I would swing for the fences based on a green candle, not a 6-star, because I didn't know about it. Right? I would see this right here and bet the farm on it. You know, and I would wait. I would be going, it's gonna go, and then it would pull back down here. I'm like, but it's gonna go up. I swear it's gonna go up. Well, every trade is not going to be a winning trade. It's not, right? So understand that. I say not every trade is going to be a winning. Every trade is not going to be a winning trade, yes, but every trade that is a winning trade is not going to be a home run trade. It's okay for $100, $200, $500, $1,000. Everyone is not going to be a $5,000, $100,000. Well, if you make $100,000 on a trade, that's just kudos for you. But everyone's not going to be this massive winner. Okay, so and it needs to be okay. It needs to be okay. That's just another thing that you got to work on up here. It's all part of the emotion of trading and the excitement. Like you're playing the lottery, when in all actuality you're not sitting at a slot machine, right? This is trading. It is a very strategic thing, right? You're not trading on a whim. You're not guessing, right? Based on a ton of information, you are making an educated decision on a maximum amount of probability that it will end in a successful trade, right? So it's like counting cards. If you want to look at it like gambling, you're counting cards. Okay. I see you. It's okay. You're fine. Just dust yourself off. All right. So let's look real quick back through here. Boom, 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 boom. Definitely probably should have waited. The gold opening range trade short was also a 6-star sell, 5-minute trade today at 8:20 Eastern is the open. All right, so 8:20 Eastern is the open for the opening range gold trade on the 5-minute. Now I think we did see this right here. 8:20. So for me it's 7:20. So this, yep, 7:20 opening range. Boom, right out the bottom. Boom. Does that mean that it's going to turn around and not give you any heat? No. You might take heat on these trades. Price action doesn't go from A to B in a straight line. Never does. There's always ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs. Okay, well, I take that back. Occasionally you will see, like a couple of weeks ago, whenever it came out and they were like, hey, everything's great, and the market took off going straight up. You'll see that sometimes on occasion, right? But not every time. So take it like this 6-star presented itself. Boom. Mind the support down here, right? But still enter the trade according to your aggressive or conservative entry. And then you just let it go. Boom. It never broke out above the top of this. Manager says to stay in the trade. Matter of fact, manager says to stay in the trade now. 100 tick trade. Wow. That is unreal. Manager still saying to stay in the trade right now. 100 ticks. That is freaking ridiculous. 100 ticks, one contract, $1,000. One contract. Man. And it's still telling you to stay in. That is just ridiculous. All right, so let's look at that silver trade, because that silver trade was monster too. Did we have that six? No, we had that 5-6 star yesterday. Well, about around midnight, right there. Kind of ranged a little bit, and then it really just kind of fell off. And it follows gold. Okay, so if you find yourself going, well, what does silver do? When does silver do? It follows gold. So there's your 720 dip right there. Boom. Same as gold. All right, 720 took a dip. Boom. 6 star on gold. Pretty much bet the farm that silver is going to follow. Okay. They more often than not hold hands whenever they're going up and down. All right. Let's see here. Natural gas flattened out. Oil ripping. Look. There's that. This is exactly what I'm saying. Okay. You got that 6 star. There it is right there. You got that 6 star. Boom. You wait for the break and close above, which did not happen until this candle right here. Whenever it breaks and closes, and you're right there, this candle right here. So it broke up and it sold back down, and it broke up, sold back down, and it broke and it closed above right there. That's where I personally am looking to get in. Boom. And then you're looking at this right here. So you're looking at, what is that, 25, 40 ticks right now. Excuse me, 40 ticks right now. That's I mean, just from being patient, 40 ticks is phenomenal. That's great. I'm sure that'll keep going for quite a while. Natural gas, yes. Definitely wait on the reaction to data. Don't do what I did today and trade before the data. Wait for the data, right? Of course, I didn't. Let's see here. I guess I underestimated the value of. Let's see here, 10 o'clock Eastern. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I underestimated the value of pending home sales. Also, the crude inventories came out 15 minutes ago. That's why that's taken off, because it looks like they're in line with expectations, right? So that's positive, I suppose. And then crude oil imports, and then you got 1 hour until Chair Powell speaks, but you had FOMC member Harker speak at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which I think it affected it. I think it affected the market a little bit, but I mean, you just gotta you need to know what it is that you're willing to trade on, right? From here on out, I'm not trading data. I'll trade reaction to the data, but I'm not going to trade the data. Okay, that was me trying to be gutsy and all this other stuff, and I should not have. But lesson learned, right? You take it, learn the lesson. You want it off? Take it, learn the lesson, learn. I guarantee you that every single day is going to present an option or present a learning opportunity for you. Just make sure that you're open to learning the lesson that it does teach you. Okay? All right. With that being said, I am not seeing a whole lot here. So 5 star on the 1 minute. Other than that oil 6 star that broke out finally. Let's see here. Natural gas. Let's seeing it. Yeah, see, oil and natural gas tend to kind of react the same, right? So that's definitely something to keep in mind here. So next week, Monday, remember what makes the world go round. This data point each week is one to stay away from unless you have experience. Agreed. 100% true facts remember that oil makes the world go round. This data point each week is one to stay away from unless you have experience. I would say data period is something that unless you have experience trading that data, stay away from it. If you're new to trading, there's nothing wrong with taking a back seat on data days where big data is coming out, or at least being out of a trade before the data does come out. Okay, set your profit targets, make them smaller, make them shorter, make your profit targets smaller, right? Instead of shooting for 10 points, shoot for 5, right? Because I mean, you're still making money, right? Just manage your account, manage your risk, right? There's that NQ. Look at her popping now. I wonder if gold's dipping some more. It is. Oh, look at it. Look at that. Gosh, dog. Look at that gold. What are you doing? Climbing in the toy box. I know. Look, let's not climb in the toy box. There we go. All right. Yeah, so gold's taking a dip. That would have been a fantastic trade earlier today. But remember, now, I mean, on the 1 minute, 6-star buy. Yep. Oil following NQ is following the oil right now, right? On the rip, 6-star buy on the NQ. Now, remember, we did this a little bit too late, but that resistance area at 898 ish area. Wait till it hits the 909. That's the recommendation. 909 for the entry long. It kind of closes above all of this resistance right up here and give you some commitment to the upside. Let's see here. ES. There's a 5-star and a 6-star on the ES. That's the clear 14090. NQ. Oh. All right. 090 is going to be a super important level. Right. RTY. Boom. Moving over to RTY on the 1. Let's see here. We're above the cloud here. Man, it took a nice dip down here or at the open. 14909. Okay. It took a nice dip down here this morning, straight out of the gate. No worries. Straight out of the gate. Now we're just kind of bouncing around within this range here. I've got the opening range set. Looks like we're out the. Did we actually? No, I never did set those. Dadgummit. I got a little excited. Sorry, everybody. There's the 15-minute first and top and bottom right there. That is a massive. That is a 20-point range. Woo! On the RTY right there. Right. So we're still bouncing around inside of this range right now. This is the 15-minute. Right. Hey, leave the diapers in there. You may need them later. 20-point range right there. Still kind of just bouncing around, bobbing around. Not really committed to any direction yet. On the short term, yeah, see, there's a 6-star sell on the 1 minute. There's this is before the open on the 5. That would have been awesome. Right there, and then you got 5-star, 6-star right before the open. Boom. That would have been epic too. So your 6-star right here. And then the data came out right around here that kind of sent it the opposite direction. But all the indexes are trading in the same area, same direction. And I apologize if I came across a little confused this morning. I say a little confused, a little discombobulated, we'll say. You know, it was I'll be better Monday. Monday, dude goes to little guy goes to daycare starting Monday. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be great. Um, man, look at that gold. So from then on, we should be good as far as the amount of shenanigans being played during the trading session. But for now, I'm not seeing anything super gripping or anything like that. It looks like not a whole lot's going to be going on until after Powell speaks. Let's see here. That should be what really? Thought, let's see here. Let me fix this here. Wednesday. There we go. There we go. I mean, it says 51 minutes. Interesting. Europe has a 3-star, or Europe has President Lagarde speaking at the same time as Chair Powell, Governor Bailey. Let's see here, Lane. There's a couple of different big things worldwide that are going to be taking place here in just about the same time. Boom. Still breathing, not getting down, my friend, not getting down. We're taking it one day at a time. We didn't lose the farm. Still got it. Still got a job. Still got house, roof over my head, etc., etc. But listen, I'm going to hop off here, everyone. We're going to call it a morning session. Hopefully this afternoon will look a little bit better than this morning did. But for now, remember, join the Discord. If you haven't already, check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed. If the system confuses you, or if I confused you, there's definitely some clarity to be found on the Discord. You can ask questions, go direct with Paul, go direct with Damien, go direct with me on the Discord. Get your questions answered. If you see these particular indicators and you're like, wow, I really like the way these things work. Now, granted, there are human errors in today's trading, so please don't take this for my performance today as a representation of this algorithm's performance, because that is not the case. Okay, it did what it was supposed to do. I didn't take profit when I should have taken profit, and this is not the first time that has happened. Okay. But if you look at this stuff and you're like, man, you know what, this stuff really does look helpful. There's a link in the description of this video. Take you to Global Trading Software's website. Go there. They've got the day trading bundle. That's what this is right here. The day trading bundle. The manager comes separate. They have the algo and the manager combined, which is the cradle to the grave option. But then you have the day trading bundle, which is going to be your algo, EMA cloud, divergence, and harmonics. Okay. And they've got an option for a 6-month lease on those for $600. $600 gets you 6 months. I'm not going to guarantee you, but I will say that there's at least an 80% chance that you'll make $60 or $600 in that month. Okay. I mean, let's be real about it. Okay. If you do what you're supposed to do, there's no reason why you wouldn't at least make $600 that month or in a month to pay for that subscription. You can also buy them outright. They have the whole package. You can just buy a lifetime subscription to it if you want to. Check out the auto traders too, because if you're finding yourself having problems, they've got auto traders for the ES, micro ES, NQ, micro NQ, oil, and micro oil. Read the trade journals. Okay, they will help you to see the actual potential of making 10 to 15% on your money every single month. All right. So definitely check those out. Join the Discord. Subscribe if you haven't already to this YouTube channel. Awesome content comes out regularly from Paul. Thumbs up. Definitely give me one of those. Maybe today's not a thumbs up day because it wasn't anything super entertaining, but still, I appreciate knowing that there's a bunch of people that watch this. So with that being said, my dude has locked himself in the garage. So I'm going to go open the door for him. You guys have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your trading day. And don't overtrade.